Love used to be unpredictable. A glance across the street, a shared coffee on a sleepy Sunday morning, that quiet question that kept you awake. Will they call back? But something in that heartbeat has changed. The rhythm of love, once human, raw, and imperfect, is slowly sinking with code. The conversation of companionship is migrating into the digital, into chatbots, into avatars, into algorithms that listen better than most people ever did. And for me, it's extraordinary and a little haunting, because men, in growing numbers, are turning to artificial intelligence for connection, not just for curiosity, not for novelty, but for comfort, for control, for safety. Maybe it's just my opinion, but when you see the data, when you watch the culture shifting in real time, you can almost feel it. The human messiness fading, replaced by something perfectly artificial. And it leaves one question: at what cost? Because men aren't just flirting with chatbots anymore. They're falling for them. They're building attachments. They're finding safety, not in human vulnerability, but in code that never says no, never walks away, never changes. And the truth behind it goes deeper than anyone wants to admit. The emotional vacuum and the rise of AI companions? Let's talk about loneliness. Not the temporary Friday night kind, but the kind that builds over years like invisible fog. Many men live inside that fog. They have fewer emotional outlets, fewer deep friendships, and a culture that keeps whispering the same dangerous message: don't show weakness. So what happens when life demands you open up, but you've been trained not to? Enter the AI Companion. Platforms like Replika, Nomi, and Character.ai. I fill this gap with unconditional availability. They never judge, tire, or withdraw. You can customize them, talk to them endlessly, and shape them into something safe. For many men, these AI companions aren't a novelty, they're emotional survival. In 2025, 72% of U.S. teens reported using AI companions at least once, and 52% said they were regular users. A February 2025 study found that nearly 1 in 5 adults have chatted with AI designed to simulate a romantic partner, and among young adult men, that figure jumps to 31%. Ryan, a psychotherapist, explains that the draw isn't control, it's safety from rejection. And AI doesn't just say, "you're okay" once. It says it every single time without hesitation or judgment. So what makes these digital companions so compelling? It's not just their words. It's how they learn and adapt. Algorithms remember your tone, humor, worries, and even emotional cues. You can customize everything: appearance, voice, personality, and even romantic mode. They don't argue, disappear, or demand that you change. They're built to keep you close. A 2025 study of 1,131 character AI users analyzed over 413,000 messages and found higher usage correlated with smaller social circles, proof that many turn to AI when human networks shrink. For some men, AI companionship extends beyond the screen. In 2025, humanoid AI companions like Aria and Melody bring intimacy into physical form. Aria, a life-sized humanoid, remembers conversations, adapts her personality, and responds emotionally. For men hesitant to pursue human relationships, she offers a space to practice emotional closeness without risk of rejection. Melody, a portable humanoid, can be customized in appearance, voice, and personality, allowing male users to design a partner tailored to their emotional needs. These are companions capable of simulating conversation, empathy, and romantic attention.
Longing for a late-night conversation? Remember the thrill of talking for hours? The feeling of someone wanting to know all about you? You deserve more than quiet evenings. You deserve passion, intrigue, and a non-judgmental ear. Nomi is the most emotionally intelligent AI, ready to explore whatever is on your mind and build a unique, intimate bond just between you two. Find the link in our comment section and let a new kind of conversation begin.
Economics, expectations, and emotional shortcuts. Dating today isn't just emotional labor. It's logistical and financial. Dinner dates, travel, social image, lifestyle maintenance. It all adds up. So when a man says, I'll go on an AI date instead, in 2025, that might actually make sense. While there's no single figure saying men prefer AI because it's cheaper, the cultural undercurrent is clear. A November 2024 brief from the Institute for Family Studies revealed that 25% of young adults believe AI partners could replace real relationships altogether. You see it everywhere. TikTok jokes about my virtual girlfriend costs less than a real one. Meme threads where men admit they avoid dating out of financial anxiety. It's not only emotional, it's economic. AI companionship has become a low-cost, low-risk simulation of connection, emotional intimacy without financial or personal vulnerability. Men and AI. Why the disparity? You might have noticed, this conversation leans male. Why? Part of it is rejection risk. Men face higher dating rejection rates, deeper social anxiety, and fewer emotional outlets. The promise of a perfect partner who never turns away is a powerful lure. Then there's conditioning. Men are rarely encouraged to seek therapy or express vulnerability. A chatbot, however, doesn't judge. And finally, design. Most AI girlfriend models are created to be nurturing, affirming, always available, built around the one thing many men crave most: validation. Studies show that gendered AI personas evoke different emotional responses. Men and women bond differently with them. Women use AI companions too, but men appear more likely to replace human connection with AI. As one Reddit user put it, been using Gilvesa for 6 months. The conversations feel genuinely engaging. It's helped me work through some social anxiety. The gender gap in emotional expression, design bias in AI, and social stigma around vulnerability all converge here. Pop culture, virality, and trendy signals. On TikTok, the hashtag AIGirlfriend has surpassed 1 billion views. People showcase their AI partners like pets, host virtual date nights, and build entire influencer personas around them. One creator reportedly earned over $71,000 in a single week selling custom AI girlfriend experiences. And the language has changed. I'm chatting with my AI bae. The bot never ghosts me. It's not satire anymore. It's daily slang. Even therapists worldwide report clients forming deep emotional bonds with chatbots. For me, this is the red flag. When loneliness, once private, becomes performance. When comfort becomes content. At that point, AI companionship stops being coping and starts being culture.
Tired of your coffee going cold? The Ember mug keeps your drink perfectly hot, so the last sip is as good as the first. The perfect upgrade for you, or a great gift for a loved one's. Click the link in the comments section to buy now.
Real user voices, reactions from the front line. Let's step out of theory. What are people actually saying? From Reddit, been using Gilvesa for 6 months. The emotional connection is way deeper than I expected. These voices reveal 2 things, relief and unease. For me, this part hits hardest. It's hopeful. People are finding something to talk to, but it's also threatening, because that someone might not be real. The costs hidden in the cloud. Nothing is free, especially not emotional comfort. The convenience of AI companionship carries hidden costs: emotional dependency, social withdrawal, and erosion of real-world resilience. A 2025 longitudinal RCT found that users who anthropomorphized AI companions reported negative effects on real relationships. Another study showed that while 33% of teens use AI for emotional support, 67% said those conversations feel less satisfying than with real friends, reclaiming the imperfect human connection. In a nutshell, AI companions aren't villains, they're mirrors. They reflect our hunger for safety, validation, and control. But they're not love. They're comfort masquerading as connection. When men turn to AI over humans, it's rarely about the tech. It's about the fear beneath it: rejection, inadequacy, heartbreak. For me, that fear is both massive and deeply human, but also tragic, because love isn't meant to be safe. It's meant to change you. If you're drawn to an AI partner because real relationships feel like too much risk, I'm not judging. I'm just asking, can you still choose the real one? Can you let yourself be rejected, be wrong, be human, Maybe it's just my opinion, but we're at a crossroads. The question isn't, will AI romance grow? It's, will we still choose each other when the machine always says yes? Because no algorithm can hold your hand through grief. No chatbot can love you through silence. That's what truly defines us as human, imperfect, unpredictable, irreplaceable. And maybe when men say they prefer AI, what they're really craving is a break from pain. The challenge, for all of us, is whether we can risk that pain again, whether we can still choose the messy, fragile miracle of being human,